And in case we ever have to pull any real trucks out, we have our recovery gear. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be kitting out my 2025 Ford Maverick. We're going to be installing some bedside racks, stubby antenna, a few other essentials. Let's get into it. Let's open the first box. This should be one of the MOLLE panels.
Should be.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't box it. Our hardware kit. Thank you cards and stickers. We're going to get a lot of those today. And here's the panel. I'm gonna look through the hardware kit. Looks like we got some bumpers. We have 4 maybe M5 bolts, maybe M6, I don't know. This is my first time installing this one. I just need to find the threaded holes in the truck. I see 2 that are exposed. The other one is under the tie down, I believe, and there should be a 4th one over here. This is just a through hole, so I'm guessing it's under here. Ta-da! Up here's a T30 Torx. We're going to remove that to get the panel installed. Seems like it was in there pretty good. We'll save these tie downs and reinstall them after we get the panel in. Now that we got all the holes, threaded holes exposed, let's see how it fits. Looks like I can get something into every threaded hole. Alright, as always, I'm gonna get all the bolts kind of hand tight first before I really torque any of them down. Perfect. And now that they're all in there, give them all that last little bit. All right, this is now fully installed. That was pretty easy. Honestly, the hardest part was getting these little push rivets out, and it looks great. We still have access to the bed power, which is nice. Let's work on the other side. I don't know what people do if they don't have fingernails to try to get these out. It must be impossible. Ugh. Like a glove. Trying to figure out where we want to put these bumpers. I think it makes the most sense to have one in this area. Maybe something down here. Probably should have done this before we torqued everything down, but it looks like it's easy enough to slide it in from the bottom.
That's what she said.
Make sure the logo's facing up before I send it. There we go. Alright, now it's time to install the gear. Most of the stuff I'm putting on there are pouches, maybe a couple of quick fists to hold a few things. Sometimes you may find it easier to install the parts before you put on the panels, so you may see us taking these off later in the video, but we'll see. Alright, we're just figuring out how we want to get everything set up. I think we're going to have tie downs in here, so took some time and made them look nice and pretty. Then probably further in the back we'll put on the fire extinguisher near the gas tank, because that seems to make the most sense to me. And for the jumper cables, we'll put them in a large pouch, probably on that side.
Ooh, bags.
Fancy. Alright, got the tie down pouch in. Now let's move on to the extinguisher. Alright, we're going to use our MOLLE nuts to attach this clip release. For the fire extinguisher, We don't make this quick release, but it's a good product, so we don't mind using it. Does it fit? There we go. All right, moving on to the other side, get the jumper cables installed. Let's see. Allegedly they fit. This looks pretty tight to me, but we'll see. Wow, that was actually really easy. It's a little bit easier. Should have done this first to mount it when the bag's empty. It's easier to can just roll it over, find the buttons, and make sure they're all engaged.
All right, what are we calling jumper cables from the patch kit? All right.
Because you left the light on. Next pouch we're going to use to hold our first aid kit. This isn't waterproof. This should keep it safe in the back of the truck. We'll install our stubby antenna. Set that there. Very short. All right, I think I just increased my fuel economy. This is smaller, it looks a little bit nicer, I think, but obviously this has a little bit more engineering behind it to get you the best radio service. So most of the time I'm listening to Bluetooth, it doesn't matter. This is really just for aesthetics. And in case we ever have to pull any real trucks out, we have our recovery gear. We gotta make room for the recovery gear. That's extra important, so we're going to move this over. Still accessible. To mount our recovery gear, we're going to use a super clamp on our riser mount and some MOLLE nuts. Getting these together, it's a pretty snug fit around the rubber, but it's rubber, so it moves. I feel like
I think it's the most overkill. This recovery rope could pull out like 15 of these Mavericks. Let's be real here.
I feel like you could just use one. I mean,
It's not gonna go anywhere.
Alright, I think I got it pretty much kitted out the way I want it. Some of the stuff may see a lot more action than others. Some of it probably won't get used at all. But at least this system allows a lot of versatility. We can put whatever we want on it, and kind of it'll change as the life of the truck. But it's pretty good as a daily driver. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. Feel free to reach out to us. Have a good one.
Right, right.
Yeah, I mean, like that looks perfect.
So you're trying to do truck nuts? Is it functional truck nuts?
Yeah.